Give me back my journal.
Class has begun. Everyone in your seats.
Linus took my journal. I did not.
Minus! I mean Linus. You get a minus for misconduct. Give Max back his journal. One more time, Linus, and we'll have to change your name to Minus.
He ruined my dream journal. I did not. Mr. Electric, send him to the principal's office and have him expelled.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Film Bros Podcast. My name is Isaiah Lucas, and I am joined by my co-hosts.
Abraham
and Nick.
How y'all doing tonight?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm doing good, man.
I'm doing good, too. I'm feeling good. We're, especially after this whirlwind of the cinematic masterpiece.
I can't believe it. I mean, right off the bat, 10 out of 10, right?
It's 11 out of 10.
I mean, as far as nostalgia goes, that's what it is.
That's it, man. That's the episode. Thank you for tuning in, man. No, I mean, in all seriousness, I loved this movie when I was growing up.
I did too. I watched it constantly when I was growing up.
Listen, I said this in the last episode, I had such a crush on Lavagirl when I was a kid, bro. I had a little flame beanie.
You did?
No.
That I would put on when I would watch this movie because I was like, dude, I love Lavagirl.
You're simp for her, dude.
Oh, dude, I was simping. I was simping before simping was a thing, bro.
Oh, when you saw her kiss him on the cheek, you were like,
I was all,
that was supposed to be me.
I wish that were me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That's so funny.
No, me too, though. I love this movie.
I was a simp for the mom.
You were, dude, we were watching it together, and he goes, "Oh, that mom though." He was.
I hate to say it, dude. I was watching it, and I said, "Bro, why does she look so hot?" And Nick was like, looks at me, and I was like, "What?" He was like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Dude, I'm sorry." Like,
it was funny.
I was like, "Calm down, man."
She looks good.
Well, we had revealed that last episode we were going to be talking about the movie that we're talking about today, which is Abe's pick.
The Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl.
And the reason we decided to go with a movie that we know, watching it now, is extremely bad. With April Fool's coming up, we just thought, let's take a moment to do something a little funny, and let's try to critique a movie that we know is horrible. And you want to know something even funnier? I had looked up the score for this on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's got like a 4, I get.
This movie has a lower score than The Room.
And The Room is notoriously
and the
bad.
Room is like considered one of the worst movies of all time.
This is so. What's the rating on there?
Let me pull it up real quick. The Adventures of
Sharkboy and Lava, dude.
All right.
Lower than The Room. Oh, hi, Mom.
This has a Rotten Tomato score of 20%.
That's not.
And then
There's
The Room.
There's movies that are lower than that.
The Room has 26.
Dude.
26%. And The Room is considered, again, one of the worst movies of all time.
I'm looking at the IMDb ratings, and it's 3.7 out of 10.
So
majority awful.
Yeah.
That's so weird, though. Whenever I was a kid, I loved it. I thought it was a great movie.
When I was a kid, I lived in Fresno at the time, and I lived across the street from like some of my neighborhood friends, like friends that like I still know them. Like we follow each other on social media, like we keep up with one another.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember going to their house and we watched Spy Kids 3.
Dude, I love that
house.
movie.
Dude.
And they had the glasses, the 3D glasses, and so I remember we rented The Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl, and they came over and they brought their 3D glasses.
Did it work?
Yeah, and I remember with like there are certain scenes, where it says glasses on, and
Yeah.
you put the
I texted you guys yesterday saying let's wear glasses.
I wish we had the blue and red. Just
but we're we put the glasses on, and of course it was 2005.
Yeah,
like
2000.
I'm a child. And of course, 3D movies, we're like, dude, this is sick.
When they spit the cookies out, I felt it.
Dude, and like, look who's coming at me. It's crazy. Yeah. And it's, that's why, like, it's going to be funny to critique this because as a kid, again, we loved it. We loved it. Like, I'll never forget. Close your eyes, shut your mouth, dream a dream, and get us out.
Dude,
dream, 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 dream.
Like,
seared into my mind.
That,
like,
no, literally,
I'll never forget that.
If I hear someone say dream, 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 that's immediately what I'm thinking of. Not even because my brother, I said dream, 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 he thought of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, oh yeah, like the dark movies. And I'm like, nah, dude, Sharkboy and Lavagirl. That's what I think of.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I unlocked a memory here. I was searching because I vividly remember this specific action figure I had. I didn't know where I got it or what it was, but I did some research, dude. It was a McDonald's Happy Meal toy.
Yeah.
And I remember I loved it, dude. It was a shark boy, and when you pushed on his fin, his little shark emblem, the shark teeth would go like a little heartbeat, like dum, dum. And I remember loving that thing, dude. It was one of my favorite toys. And I remember too, he looks absolutely nothing like Taylor Lautner at all. It's like some random generic. I'm looking at a picture. He looks like he has red hair, man.
Bruh.
That's funny.
On eBay, $20. I can relive my childhood. If you see him right now,
$20.
dude, look at this guy.
That's not Taylor Lautner at all.
But this was my toy, dude. 2005, when the movie came out, I remember this vividly.
That's funny. You know what I remember after this movie came out? Do you remember the pool sharks thing? Like they had like a shark, like a pool set. There was like goggles and fins and gloves. But it was like hands that were like claws, and then it came with a fin that you could strap to your back. and the goggles were like they had like, it was like almost like a mask, and it was supposed to be like you looked like a shark, so when you're swimming you had the fin.
Dude,
and I remember the commercial. The kids like swimming in the pool, and like is of course like some little sister or something in there, and like you see the fin,
and he scares her,
and the girl's all.
I remember. Wait, I kind of remember that.
Dude, is that unlocking a memory?
A little bit.
I think I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to look it up right now.
It was called like Pool Shark or something like that, but it was like a swim set, and I remember that was like huge after this movie. 2005.
I can't believe that. I can't believe we remember these things, man.
Yeah.
How many girls do you think dyed their hair pink?
Oh
just
my
to
gosh.
Be like Lavagirl?
Is this
Did you find it? Did you
I
find
think
it?
it's on Amazon, dude.
Let me see it.
Of course it is, dude.
It's on. I think it is.
I can confirm. Yes, bro. Yes, dude. Yes. Show it to the camera.
If you can see it, you might not be able to see it. That
Dude,
is
that thing. You guys remember that? It was this commercial right there. Scroll down. Scroll down. The second one right there. It was that commercial, bro.
This one right here.
It's what they'd get
Hopefully.
scared.
Yes, dude. That's so funny, man.
Is it gonna show it?
It's probably gonna pull up the page.
But there's the.
I imagine them getting so
it's
much
on Amazon
money.
for $30.
Oh man,
I imagine them getting so much money just from
one size fits
merchandise.
all.
that's so funny.
I kind of want to buy it. Should I buy it right now? Bro, I'll wear it.
You should have bought it beforehand and wore it here.
Bro,
Yeah.
the gloves are webbed, it says.
Yeah, they're like
You
webbed,
swim,
and it
dude.
comes with fins, and then the strap on the back. Yeah,
That's horrible.
That's
I remember.
amazing.
But I remember as a kid, I was like, dude, that's so cool.
I could have sworn too when you bought the movie, didn't it come with 3D goggles?
Yeah, almost.
Yes, but I had rented it. I had rented it from Blockbuster.
Oh, okay.
That's when Blockbuster was a
Dude,
thing.
The cringiest thing ever. I totally forgot that movies did that. Where in the actual movie,
In the movie, they say glasses on.
like they dedicate a scene,
a scene
to
to where it
saying
says you got to put the 3D on and then take it off.
How did they think that was gonna, like?
It ages so
Yeah,
poorly.
how is it going to be worthwhile? Like 5, even 2 years down the line, when people forget their glasses, you just have to wait through like a 5-second scene of nothing.
Yeah,
It blew my mind when I saw that, dude.
yeah,
And
it's hilarious.
yeah, it's hilarious.
All right, well, let's get
All
into
the
this,
preamble
man.
out of the way.
Yeah, let's get into this. I mean, we obviously all have a history with this film.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, give us a brief synopsis, a spoiler warning if anyone needs it, and then we'll get into it.
I didn't even know who it was directed by.
So this is directed by Robert Rodriguez, and
Yes.
it is written by Robert Marcel and Racer Rodriguez. I believe they're siblings, so it's a Rodriguez film.
So it's written by Robert and the other guy. It's the stories from Eraser, who is Robert's kid.
Yeah, kid.
Okay.
It like
The story is dedicated to
yeah,
him.
the story is
Or-
dedicated to him, and it came from Eraser, his child.
Yeah.
So like he made a movie about
For
his
his
kids
kid.
for his kids' dreams
Yeah.
Yeah.
that he has,
So and it
which
came,
is cute.
yeah,
It is.
Yeah, it's. I mean, imagine growing up and be like, oh, my dad dedicated a movie for me.
Yeah,
That's like a flex.
yeah. You want to know what else Robert Rodriguez has done?
Hit me.
Machete.
No, oh, dude, I love Machete.
He's done.
Of
and
course,
it-
Danny Trejo.
Dude, listen
Of similar quality.
listen. Any movie that I bring up now that I'm like, oh, that was directed by Robert Rodriguez, it's immediately I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense.
Because it's
Have you seen Machete?
He did Planet Terror.
I don't think I've seen that one.
that. No. We talked about that earlier. That movie is god awful.
Dude, Planet Terror. The girl with the gun for a leg.
Yeah, she gets her.
What?
Yeah, she puts like a AK or it's like
No.
He's done all the Machetes. He's done all the Spy Kids. He has done Sin City. He's done Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Dude, that's with Antonio Banderas. Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
He's also done From Dusk Till Dawn, which is that
Wow.
movie where Quentin Tarantino sucks on toes. He sucks on Selma Hayek's toes.
Is this why they say that he's got the toe fetish?
He has
Yes.
a toe fetish. It's been confirmed. I
yeah,
feel like.
and like we said, like him and Quentin Tarantino are like
Buddy,
friends. They're buddies. So that, like he made Planet Terror, and then Quentin Tarantino made Death Proof, and then it was like under the guise of Grindhouse. So like it was like a double feature.
How didn't Quentin just say like, bro, make better movies? Like, come on.
I don't know. I have no
How do
idea.
Because Quentin Tarantino is one of the greats, right?
Yes.
And
Robert Rodriguez is a big stinker, dude.
dude, it's like the path. It's a freaking
it's
you
Fast
know,
and Furious.
yeah.
It's been
It's
a
the
yeah,
There's
exactly.
yeah, exactly.
exactly. One went one direction, the other went the other.
One went way up the mountain and the other one way down.
He went underground.
Went to Planet Drool, bro.
yeah.
Bruh, but
Robert Rodriguez is literally Tobor, bro.
oh
You got
God.
forgotten in the
Oh.
Dream Graveyard.
Yeah, he is.
But basically, this movie is about a boy named Max who is trying to save this imaginary world of Sharkboy and Lavagirl called Planet Drool, and he's basically it's just his adventures trying to save it.
Mm.
And it's streaming on HBO Max,
Yes.
which is wild. So go check it out if you haven't, but I'm sure you have.
Yeah. There will be spoilers coming up.
Yes.
Major spoilers, dude.
Yeah, there's the sickest twists and turns in this,
It
man.
blows
You
my
don't
mind.
believe it, man.
There are some things I didn't even recognize on a rewatch.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into it.
For real.
All right. What's your guys' first favorite scene?
It's so hard.
So mine immediately is when Sharkboy and Lavagirl appear.
At the school?
At the school.
Okay, mine's
Dude,
earlier.
That's so
Okay.
cringe for me. That
Okay. Okay. Well, if yours is earlier, you go
Mine
first.
is earlier. So it's the actual introduction of both characters. And
Like the
we-
backstory.
Yeah, the backstory of
Shark Boys is kind of
And
cool.
the reason why I love it is because I totally forgot his backstory, Shark Boys.
Yeah.
It's Taylor Lautner, if you didn't already know. He is Shark Boy, and his whole shtick is he was what
the
he was
son of a marine biologist.
and he
in the
would,
middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere, and then a tornado came out of
he
nowhere
would
and
make
ripped
sushi for the
the sharks.
Dude, and the thing that blew my mind the most is they got stranded. They were both on different life rafts or whatever, and the shark goes, I didn't think the sharks would talk, dude. The shark straight up go, oh, that's Shark Boy. Keep him alive. We like him.
Yeah.
and he says like, "Don't bite him."
Immediately, I was like, dude, what?
No, you want to know what blew my mind? The dad, whenever they got separated, the dad addresses him as Shark Boy.
Yeah, well, he
That's
says
his
that.
name.
So that's literally his name.
Yeah.
His dad literally named him Shark Boy. Like when his wife gave birth
said, "Yep."
to him, he said, "Oh,
Shark
his
Boy."
name's Shark Boy for sure."
dab me up.
That's so funny, dude.
Okay, but who names their daughter Lava Girl?
Yeah, exactly. I
It's
don't
just
know.
as cringe.
It's
But
hilarious.
he ends up going to the cave full of thousands of sharks, and I didn't.
Yeah, I
I didn't
don't-
remember.
I don't know how he gets powers. Does he just get powers? Because like
They
through
train him.
like through osmosis. Like
It's
he just
got to be
absor-
like some sort of like quick evolutionary traits, right? Because he starts turning into a shark. Basically.
something. He's like, oh, he started growing gills,
dude, the
then
gills
and,
go-
and the teeth are what kill me, bro.
No, the fin. How the heck do you grow
The fin
a
too.
fin?
It was like a skin fin, dude.
Absolute cringe, and I just totally forgot. It threw me off guard seeing those sharks.
And how the
talk.
heck can he hold his breath for so dang long?
I know, dude. And it's so funny, too, when you see the editing, because he's under the water, but you can see how they did it.
Yeah.
And they're literally just, like, they green screened over.
Yeah.
And they're just blowing
And they
his
just
hair
have
with
him
the
go-
air. And he's just going, and his hair's going, like, getting blown by wind.
Yeah.
It's the cringiest thing.
Okay.
And it blew me away.
I have to say, in that whole intro scene, whenever it's like, oh, Shark Boy grew up, and then I let him stay at my house one time.
Dude.
Okay, listen. As a kid, I thought that it was so cool that he was like
in the shower.
In the shower.
Yeah.
I was thinking last night. I was like,
When he started going,
Dude, as a kid, I was always like, dude, that would be so cool to do. I've always wanted to do that.
I want to know if you. I was like thinking, how the heck are you gonna fill a shower? How is it not leaking?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what.
there's
Yeah,
no way.
And
exactly.
It'd be so cool to like put like your fish tank in there. That's
Yeah.
your fish tank.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why as a kid I was like, dude, that'd be so cool. Like,
I remember kids saying like, bro, I'm kind of scared. Like, what if I drown in the shower because of that?
because it rises up.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, I just wanted to start with that because that kind of.
Okay, here's an immediate question for you. Why did they show that? Because throughout the rest of the entire movie,
We don't get no knowledge
he,
of
like,
Lava Girl.
No. Throughout, no. I'm talking about specifically. Why did they fill the shower up with water and put him in it?
Well,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, because he
Like,
didn't need. He
Because
doesn't, need water.
to sit in water.
He
Like the
doesn't.
whole a big chunk of the movie, he does not touch water because it's all frozen over.
In fact, he even like almost dies by water.
And how
Yeah,
he
he
gets
drowns.
electric.
He
He
says
gets
it-
electric.
No, but you have gills. They still.
Yeah, and they said, "Oh, dude, if we don't get him, he'll drown."
Yeah, I'm
It's like
you're a shark boy.
Yeah.
What
You're
are you
supposed
talking
to
about?
breathe in water.
That's your whole thing.
I don't get it.
It would have been cool if they were like, oh, he's gonna dry out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like he needs to have
He
constant
need-
source
he
of
needs
water.
to be able to throw water on him because he's got gills.
I don't know why they didn't do that.
I don't know, dude.
They just said
They
whatever
wanted to have
makes the
that,
plot
they
go
wanted
forward.
to have that dramatic freaking. That whenever she's like going to get
She's
him,
like-
She
she's all
goes,
swimming,
I'm gonna die if you don't save him.
and then that freaking opera is all.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, dude, what is this?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I never even thought about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
I'm
man.
just thinking about that whole scene now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
What's
Good
next?
for you.
This is my next one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, my first one is whenever Lava Boy and Shark Girl, Lava Boy and
Wait,
Shark
Alternate
Girl,
universe, man.
the multiverse.
Shark Girl, Lava
Yeah,
Boy.
that one's where.
That's where Minus comes in.
Yeah, that's where Mr. Positive comes in.
Again.
So when Shark Boy and Lava Girl appear for real in the real
classroom?
world in the classroom after Linus steals Max's dream journal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I lumped this scene in a little bit before, and then whenever it goes into the classroom. So they show up for real, and like it shows, he they go to they see the cookies.
And the
and
cookies
all that
have
stuff.
shark
They have
bites.
shark bites, and then one of them is
Singed.
singed. Dude, okay, the
Okay,
thing
that made
listen,
me so mad.
the thing that pissed me off the most was the glass.
Dude,
so the
how
glass
do you-
is like
dude.
the glass is like melted, and there's bubbling milk, like it was boiling.
Yeah.
And he goes
Fool
over
said
there.
water.
I didn't know what it was.
So it was boiling milk and oversized cookies. And I hate that the mom addresses it. She's like, my oversized cookies. Dude, oh man. I was immediately like, you had to say that. Someone wrote that and you had to say that.
Yeah.
But my immediate thought as Max was,
Bro,
look, okay, yeah, look at the shark bit cookie and the singed cookie and all this stuff. But my immediate thought was the glass. Look at the glass. How would I have done that?
Dude, and
How would I have done that?
you know what else
Like,
blows
it's-
my mind too? The mom in the morning, the mom goes, I wonder who did this to our lawn. And it's literally like lava
literally
prints.
like burnt footprints in the grass, bro.
Like, dude, that's literally Lava Girl and Shark Boy.
Yes.
I mean, that's all the proof you need.
Dude, also I laughed so hard whenever he goes in there for the first time. He discovers all that stuff, and
Dude,
the
and like-
lightning flashes, and they're all
They're the
in
corner.
the corners, dude. I was like, dude, they thought they looked so cool, being all, and then they disappeared.
It's like the mom from Hereditary.
Yeah, it was, dude. I was dying at that.
That was one of the first scenes I was like, oh, no.
Yeah. And then freaking David Arquette being like, maybe I believe him.
I believe him.
I believe that Shark Boy and Lava Girl were
Is
here.
this kind of the first scene, too, where we get the conflict between the parents?
No, the conflict we get when...
Or is that
first-
in the morning?
It's in the morning when he sneaks Shark Boy in. You can see them arguing.
Yeah, they are they
that's
are
true.
arguing, and then after this one, they argue with one another.
So they do kind of set up their
yeah
divorce type thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
they're
that's
arguing
the
with one
best.
another.
That's the next best scene.
Oh, wow.
yeah, but yeah, and then afterwards he's like, man, I see you should be cooking and all this stuff around this time, and you burnt these cookies and all this stuff, you know?
Dude, I hate that when they touch the cookie, it goes
Every
like they're burning.
Yeah,
the
like
finger.
he burnt his finger.
they
real hard.
redo that same
Sound
noise all the time. All the time.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yep.
that was my favorite scene.
What's your
Dude,
next one?
I think,
Or no, I didn't even incorporate when they got in the classroom.
dude,
so when
that
they get
makes me so.
When they
I
get
laugh so
dude,
hard.
when they get in the classroom,
And they lift up the thing, and he's like in a little huddle.
no, I die laughing. Whenever Lava Girl's walking down the aisle and the
And the
papers
paper catch on
start
fire.
catching on fire as she's walking.
And Linus goes,
Yeah,
She's
and
hot.
she goes, she's hot, dude. Oh, immediately it was like, stop, dude,
Yeah.
stop.
no, I hate that scene because you literally see she lifts up the desk, Max's desk, and he's literally in a
Like
He's in
fetal
like
position.
fetal
fetal
position.
position, just shaking. And she goes, "I need you to come with me." And she goes, "Okay." Like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. This is the most iconic scene for me, I think, just because we get the scene of him getting his dream journal back, and it's just ripped. Like it has all the graffiti in it, and he goes, he stands
ruined my dream journal, dude.
and Minus is like, I did not,
So you gotta do Linus's line.
dude. What he says, Mr. Electric, send him to the principal's office and have him expelled.
It's so bad.
The delivery is horrible.
It's
I've
so
seen so many
cringe.
memes with that, and
It's so funny.
it hits every time.
I remember seeing the one edit where like immediately whenever he discovers it, he gets the laser eyes.
Yeah.
He's all, "You ruined my dream journal."
Gotta be the most iconic scene for me.
Oh my gosh,
Okay, so in the meme, he throws the journal at him,
dude!
but that's not what happens, right?
No.
He just drops it when does a tornado come?
No, he throws the journal out. No, that's how Linus gets his
He
dream
gets
journal.
it, but
No, he gets it whenever they chase him.
But he throws it, doesn't he?
he gets it back. Like there's a scene where
Oh
he
yeah,
like,
he gets it back. He
sneaks
throws it.
No, he sneaks it, and that's how he has it in Planet Drool or whatever. But
Oh yeah.
No,
yeah,
I
yeah.
could have sworn he threw it at him.
no, I'm trying to remember exactly why Sharkboy and Lavagirl came. I think because the whole
It was the storm started to happen.
yes,
Like-
yes. So there was a tornado coming.
Yeah, there was
already.
a tornado.
And the school didn't even notice.
No. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell like a tornado was happening with the weather report or anything like that. It just spontaneously.
Spontaneous NATO.
Listen, okay, and the way that they set up the storm, he's like, "Why does everyone know why tornadoes happen? It's when the hot air mixes with the cold air."
Yep.
Like, if there was even any sort of inkling as to like, there's a possibility that there could be a tornado.
Stay home.
Why would you make your kids go to school? like it doesn't make sense. Why would the kids go to school?
Dude, and he even says like everybody get into the locker, right? Or like
He says, "Everybody get down, like
yeah,
under your desks."
I was that's just one of the biggest bro moments, honestly.
And that leads
Yeah.
to my next favorite scene, which is when they're in the rocket.
Oh, and for some reason he's the only one going. Like
They're used to it. That's why. But I just love the scene because of the lines that they're saying. Like, of why does the heck there has to be 2 girls' glasses and only one?
yeah,
When
and
they
only
know
one girl.
Max is the person who dreams it.
Yeah,
And then,
man, Robert Rodriguez enforcing gender roles, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
how sad.
Shame. No, I'm just kidding.
And then when Sharkboy goes, "So how do we land?" And he's going, "I didn't think of that."
Yeah, this is the egregious 3D moment that happens too. It's like
That
Put on your
It's all
glasses.
glasses on.
And that's when I
Dude,
texted you guys. I was
it's
like,
so
"No, let's wear some glasses."
It's so bad.
it's so freaking bad. And dude, the fact that they modeled the spaceship out of a shark, a chrome shark too. I was like,
yeah,
can this get any more cringe, dude? I was at the top of my level already of cringe,
yeah.
and they continue going, dude.
It surpasses the level.
It surpasses it in every single way.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to think. I can't even think of any like scenes that I liked.
I can't either. My favorite scenes are comprised of moments that made me belly laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your next one?
So it's pretty far in, but it's after we get to this horrendous looking planet drool. Like immediately when they get off, you can immediately tell they're green screened.
Dude, and,
it's like phasing parts of them out.
yeah,
like,
and they're highlighted
they're like highlighted different colors.
Yes.
Like,
dude, and there's actually scenes too. I told Abraham we were watching it, and there's a specific scene where they have a blue filter over themselves. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Absolutely horrendous CGI.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, they would have saved so much money if they just like built a set.
Yes,
Like,
and had it very practical.
Yeah, like use practical effects. But
no,
it did not happen.
No way.
So my next favorite scene is a little bit further into the movie. So they discover Planet Drool and they find out who Mr. Electric is, and they get on that. Obviously, they get on that that roller coaster, and it sends him to his lair. And my favorite scene is whenever they start to fight.
Dude.
Like they start to fight Mr. Electric and the plugs and stuff and everything. And like as a kid, okay, first off I gotta say, like whenever they're going in to the
We're
thing,
going
and
up.
No, yeah. Whenever they go in and they let those kids out, and the cart detaches. Why does Sharkboy, anything he does, he's got to go
Like a superhero,
like
man.
that? Like, but he's the only one that does it. Why does Lavagirl doesn't do it at all?
She feels evil.
Like Lavagirl is just all and just. Like,
And why does
Taylor
he
Lautner, bro.
Why the heck does he have to flip into everything?
Yeah, because he's got martial
He's
arts.
got martial
skills.
arts, dude. You notice too where he's doing all the moves, and you could see like, okay, his arm went this way, so we got to animate a dog coming this way.
Yeah,
Oh, it's so bad.
yeah, it's hilarious. But that made me laugh. Him going like he was he was just such a BA.
Yeah.
You know.
And the way they shoehorn in story too, they go up like you were talking about, and she goes, "Oh look, that's my volcano. That's where that's where
my family is, or
At half
that's
power.
where I get my power from."
in like 5 seconds."
Yeah, and
was
then
like-
they go back down.
I was like, "That's not enough." They're just
Yeah.
cramming
We
everything
don't
in.
get a backstory for her.
No,
Hardly
we don't.
ever.
We don't. But so they go on this thing. They end up going to Mr. Electric's lair, and Mr. Electric is like, "Oh, you were trying to disrupt my never stop coaster or whatever it's
Yeah.
called," and they eventually start fighting and stuff. And as a kid, I was like, "Dude, Sharkboy's so sick. He's doing all these martial arts. Oh, it's cool." And watching it now, I'm like, "Dude, this is so extra. It does not need to happen like this." And where my favorite scene takes place is when Lavagirl starts to fight, and she does this like rocket boosters, like Iron Man type thing, where she like flies up to another level, and Mr. Electric follows her, and she starts shooting lava on him.
And he's just going, ah.
Yeah, but when she shoots the lava on him, it looks so bad, and it's so pathetic. Like it's like a tiny little like stream. And I had written down, the lava attacks look like my stream when I pee, bro. Like they're straight up. She's all like,
Bro.
and when it lands on him, he's like, like, and it like acts like he's hurting him. And I laughed so hard when this happened. I had to rewind it and laugh again because I laughed so hard because he acts like he dies and then goes, "Not for real." Dude, I was crying, dude. I was crying laughing, dude. It was so funny.
That's why I think having
man.
George Lopez be Mr. Electric was perfect.
I think George
Yeah.
Lopez is a funny person, though.
It was hilarious.
The fact that they animated him the way they did. Like, I
Why
imagine
is he so close
I
to
hate
him?
how they make him. Yeah, I hate how they make him so zany.
I imagine that he just has like a fisheye lens right in front of him, and he's going,
Yeah,
"Mr. Electric."
yeah, and I hate how they make him like so random. Like there's a specific part where he goes.
Yes.
Like I have no idea why he does that. Like it makes makes no sense.
Tell me that his timing is so like delayed as well. He always is like, yes. You know what I'm talking about? Like he always is dragging his scenes out.
Yeah.
And I never ever understood why. But it kind of leads into one of my favorite funny scenes is we get introduced to, they get dropped down, right? And they get
Yeah.
to the graveyard. And is this where we get introduced to Tobor?
This is when we
Yes.
get really introduced to Tobor, and this is one of my favorite scenes.
This has got to be one of my favorite
Because
scenes.
we
man.
were belly laughing when this happened.
He's all, "I have no body. I can't move.
Yes.
You can move your eyes and your mouth."
And he's like, oh, you're right. And you just see floating
just
eyes.
floating. Dude, this is a fever dream.
It is,
like
because
it's terrifying.
He's like what? Okay, he's like the wisest machine around, and they go and ask him questions and all that stuff. And oh my gosh, he ends up saying like, "Oh, we got to go to the train of consciousness or
The train of thought.
train
train of
thought.
thought." Yes, and we'll get
Clever.
to that. I want to bring that up. It is very clever how they kind of introduce some of these philosophical
I
ideas.
hate
right?
it too because early on in the movie they're like, "Oh, I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of
And
thought."
they go like,
this scene, and this scene they say, there's no rail, so that's how he's losing his train of thought. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, but when they get to the train of thought, they drop him off on top, and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't fix you, Tobor." And Tobor goes, "What do you mean? You did everything." And he goes, "I'm free."
That's when we barely laugh.
I hated that as a kid, and I remember watching it immediately, and I was like, "That's terrifying."
It is.
The way like his eyes never light up before, and then all of a sudden they like get these like weird like yellow highlights
Yeah, it's
behind
demonic.
him, and they look scary,
They
dude.
do.
He goes, "I'm free."
He just backed up.
Dude, it's terrifying.
And
I'm trying to get some eyes like that and just put them in your room.
I hate how long they linger on the shot, dude. It stays there for so long.
The fact that it's also George Lopez too
Yeah,
is very very weird.
yeah. It's
But-
funny, man.
And okay, I wanted to bring up the train of thought. Dude, whenever I was a kid, for some reason I thought that the train of thought was such a big part of the movie.
It
I
is
remember
not.
them. Dude, it's literally no point.
It's like 30 seconds.
There's
For
no
no reason.
point at all.
There's
They-
no
They
reason.
get to the train and they're like, "Oh, okay, if you want to control this thing, you have to stay focused."
And he says,
It's
"I
supposed to
can't
lead-
do it.
it's supposed
We
to
gotta
lead them-
jump." Look, that's it. That's the only reason they
Why
stay
the
on the
heck is there
train.
so many buttons and levers and this and that?
Dude.
And they're just, when Max gets in there, he's just clink, clink, clink.
Yeah, because he's they make it convoluted so that way you lose the train of thought.
I thought that it was going to be a learning moment for him.
No.
And in my little kid brain, whenever I remember watching it in 2005, I remember this being such a big part of the movie.
No.
Where they got to like
Not at
control
all.
the thing. They got to get it on track. They got to bring it to where they need to go. No, they get there. They literally pull the buttons. They scream. They jump
They
out.
jump out. That's it.
That's it. That blew my mind. That's all
It's
they used
supposed
it
to lead
for.
him to the land of milk and cookies. And I hate,
Dude.
it doesn't make no sense. Because when it crashes, it lands in ice cream.
Yeah.
What
The
is
CGI.
Yeah, it looks bad,
CGI
bro.
of milk and cookies.
It looks so bad.
This
And
is
then
one of the biggest bro moments I had when
the
I got
parents
there.
showing up?
Dude, the parents.
Yeah, and them going,
My God.
like that's all they do. They just go, like it's so bad.
Absolutely terrifying.
All right. So, what's your guys' next favorite scene?
This one leads into my next one, which is we're in the land of milk and cookies.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the iconic song. And I gotta sing it for you. Oh, no,
The
I'm not.
dream, 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 dream.
Yes. So we get that, and it's so cringy because what's Lava Girl? We haven't even talked so much about Lava Girl.
She's not.
She's not relevant.
She's just questioning her.
Her existence.
Yeah,
Her
Basically.
purpose.
that's it.
And
She's like freaking.
She's like, I can't remember what my dad's name was or what my name is.
Her whole character arc reminded me of Avatar, because this is basically the same thing when they have to learn that fire is not about destruction and chaos. It's about life and light and energy. And
Yeah.
that's immediately what it reminded me of. But
we get to the scene where Max is trying to sleep so he can dream them for help. Dream help for them.
Yeah.
it's so pointless.
Dude, wait,
It's so
I gotta
freaking
bring up
pointless.
one of the best quotes in that scene. Oh, dude, it's so cringe. Where he's like, "Do you want me to put you to sleep or
Get a
something like
knuckle
that?
sandwich."
How about a knuckle sandwich or something?"
That'll
It's
knock
like,
you right out.
dude, it's so cringe, bro.
And so basically, dude, Lava Girl starts singing and she goes, dream, dream.
Yeah, her voice is all cracking.
It's horrible.
And then he's like, Sharkboy goes, you're gonna give him a nightmare. And he just goes on like he's got the perfect tune, everything.
He starts freestyling.
Knocks out.
right off the dome piece.
He knocks out. He knocks out Max, and Max is just dreaming a what would you call that? A sharkmobile or whatever?
Yeah, whatever it is.
It's the most pointless.
No gas.
It's pointless. I hated it, dude.
It's just so the villain can catch up.
That's
Yes.
literally
That's it.
just a
Literally.
waste time.
Yeah.
And I love the scene because it just makes me laugh. And Lavagirl's like caressing Max, dude, like rubbing his head and says, "Dream about me next. Dream about me some good things." And eventually he starts having like a nightmare, and he's like twitching, dude. And I just his face is
So he's having a nightmare. Dude, and then she burns his
Dude.
butthole off, bro.
That straight up was lava.
that was the best part. That was the best part.
He goes,
she literally got-
What was that for?
dude.
Gosh.
Bro, she just cauterized your whole cheeks, bro.
Say goodbye to your butthole, dude. I didn't even think about that.
Dude, those cheeks are stuck together now. They're one cheek now. It's not two. You're
I'm
crying.
crying. I'm crying.
Dude. They're glued shut now.
So finish the
No,
scene
that's
real
the-
quick, because you just like whenever they
Dude, it's just so. What is that scene for?
Dude, wait. I love it. I love it. That part whenever the plug hounds come and they start fighting and like they start to lose and Max immediately tries to fight, so he puts that stuff on him and just goes, "Oh!"
yes.
Dude, and then he immediately just gets wrecked, dude. It's so funny.
Bro,
Oh my god.
Oh
my gosh. Oh, dude, it's so funny.
It's got to be the biggest like waste of time I think I've ever seen in a movie. Because he ends up dreaming up a banana split boat.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
He's all, "Sorry, I was hungry."
A banana.
After he eats that chocolate like a
doo-doo.
menace,
Dude.
bro. He's
He
all
goes,
with two fingers, bro.
chocolate.
Dude, it's so gross the way he eats it.
Dude, okay, and this is where I noticed too. They do it all the time. It's the 3D moment when Sharkboy takes a bite of the chocolate and he goes, "Bleh," and it spits out.
Chocolate.
They do that so often, dude.
Yeah, they do it with the Giants too, where they
do.
take a bite of cookie and the guy goes, David Arquette goes, "Ah!" spits it out. It looks so bad, dude.
It's so bad. The whole
Yeah.
thing, the whole freaking thing. I'm having trouble even remembering what happens after milk and cookies.
Dude, this is when she says the famous quote, dude. Of the, I gotta pull it up. Of the banana split boat.
The row, row, row your banana split boat.
Gently down the stream of consciousness.
This is where they go to the Ice Kingdom after.
Oh, the Ice
Yeah.
Kingdom is next?
Yeah.
Wait, okay. I want to bring up whenever they land in the land of milk and cookies, and they land on that cookie.
cake. No,
It was a cookie, and she's all, "Use this marshmallow as a pillow,"
yeah.
or something.
And
so
she burnt.
yeah, so he's like, "I can't do it. Like the ground is too hard, and I keep hearing this thumping."
Mm-hmm.
And
dude,
and Shark Boy,
why does he
dude,
do that every
I hate
time?
It. He was all, "My highly trained ears hear it too." Boom, boom, boom. Like I was like, why did he have to say, "My highly trained ears hear
He's
it"?
a
Like,
shark. He has high definition hearing.
dude. And then Lavagirl's all, "Oh, let me hear it," and burns the marshmallow, and he's all, "Hothead." It's
Absolute
hate it,
cringe.
dude.
One
I
thing
hate
I do want to say I liked the CGI of the ice golem things.
The ice.
Oh, the ice.
I thought
like Guardians.
Yeah, I thought they looked decent.
yeah.
It was
better than the landscape of
Better than
everything.
anything else. I thought it actually looked. I was like,
Oh, that's good.
yeah, this is a weird rendition of ice. You
Yeah.
know? It looked okay.
They look like big blocks. of
Big
ice.
hate-
Blocks of ice, yeah, all connected together.
I can't believe that with George Lopez too being the ice guardian for.
Yeah.
But my daughter can't go. Dude, and I also hate that too because they make such a big deal about like, oh, if you find the right crystal, it can be yours, and he does. And then the ice guardian goes, it's like they're getting married, dude.
Dude, I pointed that out yesterday.
I put that on a bro moment. Like, why? In order for her to help, why do they have to get married?
They have to get married,
Like,
dude.
that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. They're like freaking 12 years
She's
old.
all, "Do you, Max, think they're having to hold in sickness and in health?" What? Like, doing the whole like vows.
Yes, and they get through all of that, and then the guardian goes, "Okay, this crystal will work. Like you did everything right. This crystal will work." And then when it comes to it, it doesn't work.
I hate that it's immediately just like that. She's all, the crystal will now work. Like
After saying I do.
After saying I do, the crystal will now work.
And the fact that it doesn't, when they go to use it, they're even like,
it doesn't
"Oh,
work.
we didn't tell you, but
Only the ice princess can make it work.
I was like, what was the point of all that?
I have no
To
idea.
fill time for the enemy to catch up.
Yeah, seriously.
I hated it, man.
You want to know another part of that sequence that I put in a bruh moment? Oh no, I didn't. Or I did. I put, why does having the crystal heart mean that you have to get married to the ice princess?
It's true.
And then the whole sequence of like them being like, oh, we gotta cross the bridge, but Lavagirl's too hot, she'll melt it,
And she has
and
to.
so she has to sleepwalk.
Yeah.
And whenever she sleepwalks, like, oh, she'll
Her
cool,
powers
she'll cool down enough in order to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately like, so that when they go back to get the thing, we get this whole thing where she's like, oh, I can't go because I'll burn it up and stuff. But then all of a sudden, whenever they go to get the ice, she's fine. Like, she's not burning anything up.
Oh, on the
She's
inside.
frozen.
No, that's before she gets frozen.
Oh, shoot, yes.
It's before. Like, she's like perfectly fine. She's not burning anything
She's
up.
not melting
How-
anything.
Yeah, how is it that she's cool enough to be in the ice castle, but she had to be asleep to cross the bridge?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
There's no
'cause that's
And
continuity.
dude, whenever she
It's
gets
still-
frozen,
dude.
it's so funny. She's all. It looks so
The
bad.
fact that they used her when they
Yeah.
started pushing her, dude.
Dude, and they drift.
Yeah, they
I
start
literally said,
They
dude,
use
that's
her like-
Tokyo Drift right
yeah,
there.
they use her like a freaking bobsled, man. They're all running with her. Dude,
And then, dude,
so funny.
her hand that's sticking out is the freaking brake.
Yeah.
He literally grabs it and she starts drifting on the ice.
Yeah.
Gotta be the most
So-
cringy.
So funny, man.
I was laughing. I was like, what are they doing?
She's literally all like this.
And the fact that her body shakes when she's trying to talk, she's like,
Yeah.
Dude, how are you talking?
It's so funny.
horrible, man.
All right, what's your guys' next favorite scene? Dude, we didn't even talk about when we meet Minus.
Dude, I hate it.
Dude, I thought it was so funny because it's cringe. So I gotta say, immediately I hate whenever he like reveals himself, and it's literally like the Wizard of Oz. Like, he's got this projection.
It's the
and,
blue,
like,
yeah.
and it's like the like this, oh, they're tearing my kingdom apart.
Yeah.
Like that whole thing. And then he reveals himself and he goes, I am Minus. Dude, I was like, oh, I hate the way he drags his thumb across and like
Yeah.
does this whole like villain reveal thing. And then oh dude, it's so, I wanted to start punching something whenever he has them all like hung up and he's got Lavagirl and ice, and then he's got Sharkboy dangling, and then he starts drawing something in, and immediately he shows like, oh, he's got my dream journal, and when he shows it, the dream journal's upside down.
Is it?
It's upside down. He's holding it upside down, and then it cuts away to Max, and then back, and then it's right side up.
No.
And then he's putting a page in whenever he's getting the electric eels.
Mm.
And he goes, electric eels. Shocking, isn't it? I immediately was like, oh, dude, I want to tear my eyes out of my head, bro. Like, it's such bad writing.
Yeah. The villain was horrible. Minus. It just his delivery, man,
Yeah.
is awful.
Dude, also, we have to talk about whenever they get locked in that cage.
Dude, I freaking hated the
Dude,
bubbles.
it's so-
The bubbles.
It's so cringe. When
Dude.
he's like, I can't control it. Ah! It starts going crazy.
Dude, it's when his top teeth turn into shark.
Yeah,
shark teeth
and
as
she's
well.
all, shark frenzy, and he starts just tearing off random pieces of the bar, and I hate whenever he starts going, and like, you see all these like, dude, the teeth look so bad.
They look horrible.
Like I specifically look at the bottom teeth, like they look horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And it just think as a kid, I was just like, oh, he's crazy, man.
Oh, he's getting it,
He's
dude.
oh, dude,
He's so
cool.
scary.
He's so powerful.
Yeah, it was. Oh man, it's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time remembering what's happening next, dude.
Yeah,
After this, they have that.
they have
Bro,
that whole.
We have to talk about the scene where he's feeding him butterflies and.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
dude-
like the end.
Dude, that's like
fight.
towards the ending, and I have that, and I got a problem with that. It pissed me off.
Let's hear it.
Okay, well, I want to talk about whenever Max realizes he's the daydreamer, and all of a sudden,
out of nowhere,
and all of
dude.
a sudden he becomes the Flash,
Dude,
and runs,
I hate
and
that.
runs up the mountain and is all like trying to be all alpha. He's all, well, where did you come from? He's all, I ran here, like trying to like be all cool. I hate. We talked about this before we started recording.
He goes,
but I hate he was like, oh, we can't do anything. The ocean's froze over. He's all,
He
I'll
says he
unfree-
needs my shark. He needs my
Shark
fish
army,
army.
yeah.
yeah,
Fish
and he's all, I'll unfreeze the ocean. Like, and it just like automatically like thaws. I was like, oh, dude, I hate that he's like, oh, look how powerful I am now.
he's like a god now.
Yeah, he's literally like a god of Planet Drool, and he's just like, I control everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, my only powers are I can make butterflies appear and bubbles. Like the lamest. That's where we'll get into my problem with the scene. Why if he's like the ruler and like creator of Planet Drool, why are his powers so lame?
They are lame.
like at least Linus's powers are cool. Where he's like
He's shooting out
he's shooting
locusts,
out locusts and like
piranhas.
yeah, like he's got something that could like do some damage,
Yeah.
and he's immediately like, oh, butterfly.
Butterfly
Bubbles.
in the sky.
It's got to be trying to instill the
Like,
violence is
oh,
bad.
Kindness.
Your
Kindness.
selfish dreams are bad.
Yeah.
It's one of the other scenes that it was a little bit before. It's like Sharkboy is dying and Lavagirl is dying.
Yeah.
And he's like,
I hate
he's like, what
this.
do I do? And out of nowhere, bro, Tobor comes back. And Tobor is like, what should you do? He's like, dream a better dream. And he goes, yes. And flies off again.
yeah.
Absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
But the final scene, when all the brains come down, and
He's all
like,
brain fart.
in his head
Oh,
gets
dude.
like an airhead, dude.
Dude, I hated it. I
Brain
hated it.
freeze.
I hate his face too when he does it. He's like, oh.
Literally like the Airhead commercial.
Yeah, dude, is. Oh,
That was
man.
prime time for the Airhead commercial.
Very true.
So bad. Hate it. Yeah, okay. I lump in that whole ending with like that, and then whatever, like towards the ending, whenever we get back to the real world.
Dude, they straight up say, blink your eyes 3 times.
Yeah, and he's like, "Wait, I have questions," and they're all one. like they just don't want to talk to him.
He's out of
Like they're like, "I don't care what you got to say.
We're
Just wake
dipping."
up, bro. We're done. We're like." He's all, "Wait, I want to ask you one."
Dude.
But wait, I have so many questions. Two.
Dude, and the
Like-
fact that she's smiling and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, dude. Like she's all, "Stop talking. I want to be done with this." Like and so homeboy finally wakes up, and of course we're like, "Oh man, it was all in his imagination. He was dreaming the whole
Yeah.
time." Oh, and so was Linus, always like drooling and all
Yeah,
this
it
stuff.
all
Like,
is making sense.
all
It's
making
just in
sense.
his imagination.
and the tornado's still happening, and like
Yeah.
like all of a sudden, like there's like multiple tornadoes
Dude,
for some reason.
there's like 4.
There's twisters. Like that's what it is. There's multiple twisters like happening at like several different points all around the school. Only around the school. And of course
Also,
the
where
mom
the
and
heck are
dad
the other kids
the
at?
mom and dad start to run across the street.
I hate
I laugh so hard whenever the mom gets taken by
Dude, the
tw-
fact that this
by the
saves their
twister.
marriage too.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't want
Them-
you to leave.
Them almost dying.
I thought you did. Never.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. She goes, "Ah!" And, like, it just gets like,
Dude.
sucked by.
Dude, have you seen the movie Twister?
Yeah.
Dude, that reminds me of the cow.
Yeah.
The
and
cow
gets,
scene.
it's all.
Literally. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that they saved
And
their
then out of
marriage.
nowhere,
Dude.
Lava Girl comes back, brings it. How the heck
Dude,
is her hand not
It's
burning?
so on the nose too.
Dude, it's really funny too. Alexa pointed this out. You can tell like it's so much like it's so obvious the wire work.
It is.
Like you can see her harness
they're
because
like-
she's immediately like she's immediately like her waistline is just like snatched in, and she's all like just floating. Like it looks so bad.
They didn't have to do it either. They make the guy also go to the tornado.
Yeah.
Like, why are you gonna do it twice?
And then
Hey,
Shark
do you know
Boy,
what?
Yeah.
You know what though? I like to call back the clip-on tie.
the clip-on tie. I
Yeah.
did like that continuity.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, oh, they thought of that at least.
I did appreciate that
Yeah.
at least. There are some callbacks in the movie that
That are
do
fair.
make sense that lend credence to maybe some of the writing because they were paying attention at least somewhat,
at least a little bit.
But yeah, and then we get into the whole end where all of a sudden Mr. Electric is
shows
just
up.
of it. Yeah, he's just there out of the tornado somehow.
Dude, the way he comes in is like,
Yeah, he just flies in, and then he goes, "Get ready for the megahertz," and he's all hertz, as in the measure of electrical frequency. Like that sticks out in my mind so much. Him saying that,
Mm-hmm.
and then
like-
you know, all of a sudden, for somehow, some way, Max has the
The ice crystal.
freaking
Is
ice
this
crystal.
yours?
He's all, "Is this yours?" And she's all, "I've seen it before,
in my dream.
only in a dream." And he's all, "Put it on her." He's all, "Oh, hey, you're not sending my daughter out there."
Dude. The fact that she goes out there and just the animation where she
Yeah.
just like
She
a,
just
a
goes-
beam, she freaking kamehamehas this guy. Just beams
She
in.
does. She does. She goes out there and freezes him, and then all of a sudden he bursts into like millions of pieces, and then all of a
And
sudden
it's snowing.
They're just playing.
and
Yeah.
it's snowing, and they're like, "Yeah." Dude, they're literally running around in that man's guts.
Yeah.
like that man exploded.
Dude, she puts out her tongue and
Yeah, that man exploded, and they're eating him, like running around. That's so dark to think about them. Just like, imagine if it was any different, and they were just like running around in like blood, like it was raining blood,
Yeah.
and they were just all
it'd be a radar
like, that's hilarious.
And then we get our final scene, which is them a year later.
Yeah,
Back.
and the only thing that's different is that Lava Girl has a skirt on, like she has that little.
Oh
like,
yeah, she
drape.
does like a little druid.
Yeah.
That and
I'm
that the daughters in the back of the room are not under the event anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
And everybody's drawing their own superheroes.
Yeah,
And
and
it was
then
all-
Linus is drawing Mr. Positive.
Yes.
Instead of
Instead.
minus.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because it's all real.
Yeah.
Like they set it up to not be real or to be all you
to
know
be
in your
like
dream.
all in the dream.
To be a
then but then
daydreamer.
it becomes reality.
I'm like,
So then it's like, so there's actually a planet Drool, and these people actually exist.
yeah, I don't know what they were trying to do with that. But that's it. No, that's the
I
end of the
don't know,
movie.
That's the end of the movie.
That's the
That's
end of the
the end of the
nostalgia
movie.
overload right there.
All right, well, let's get into some best quotes, because there are some horrendous quotes here that I laughed at.
That is true.
My first one immediately is it comes from Linus, and it's whenever Linus confronts Max after school,
Mm-hmm.
and Max says something like to like retort back to him before he starts chasing him, and he says, "I'm gonna burst your bubble, dream boy."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, I was all, oh, such like a bully line.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, is so cringe, but hilarious.
Yeah.
Now, my first quote that I love is the opening quote, dude, from Lava Girl.
That's when I knew the movie was gonna be
Dude,
great, right?
I laughed at that because I was like, dude, how are you gonna quote a
person who's not
character
in the scene.
from the movie like immediately?
Usually it would be like Albert Einstein or
This is the thing too. She doesn't even say that.
No, she
in the
doesn't.
movie.
No.
The quote that they give her, she doesn't even
This
say.
is the- so this is a
random-
it's
this is the
just
quote.
Some random thing.
It's literally just a black screen with this on it, and it says, "Everything that is or was began with a dream." Lava Girl.
and then she doesn't
And
say
she
that
that.
never
sounds like a
says
Neil
it.
deGrasse Tyson quote,
Yeah,
too, or some
bro.
like philosopher, right?
Yeah, she sounds so wise, but then the rest of the time she's like, "Where? What is my purpose? Where am I? Who am I?"
The fact that they opened it like with a quote from a character in the movie, just oh my gosh, it blew my mind.
Yeah,
That's so funny. Though.
hilarious.
One of my favorite quotes is from Mr. Electricidad, and he goes, Linus is they're fighting all over, and he goes, "One more time, Linus, and we'll have to change your name to Minus."
Yeah,
And I was like, "Oh, this is cringy, dude."
yeah. It's. I hate his all Linus. You get a minus for today, or something, or whenever he comes up with the oh, we need to freeze his circuits, and he's all Linus. You get a plus for today, or
Yeah,
something. It's-
he reuses that over and over.
yeah, dumb. You got one?
What?
Oh,
Ah.
Watts, as in the measure of electrical power. What? And then
And he goes,
Sharkboy goes, what? And he goes, electric eels. That's what's up, dude. It's so bad.
"Oh, I hate it."
Dude.
Yeah. Another one.
Dude.
He ruined my dream journal.
Yeah.
That's iconic.
After Mr. Electric is destroyed, when Mr. Electricity says, he's unplugged.
Oh, dude, dude, I have that written down. I hate the pause. He goes, he's unplugged. Like, oh, dude, I'll punch you in the face, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was so cringe. I hated it.
There was a quote from Mr. Electricidad where it's the one you were laughing at. He is talking about, I don't know why he gets so upset. He gets so like teacher complexed up where he starts to go, you're in my class, not the other way around. I know everything and you know nothing. And he goes at the end of the class, both report to the principal's office with your parents.
Yeah. It's so
It's
funny
so
the way he says
bad,
it. He goes,
though.
both you report to the principal's office with their parents. Like, it's so bad.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, dude. Also, what a teacher to just like degrade your kids, like to degrade your whole classroom. Be like, you guys don't know crap, bro.
Yeah.
I know everything. I'm teaching you. Like,
But then he even goes back on it where he says like,
and he says, "I'm just a teacher."
no, he goes like, I'm the awakener or something like that. And then he goes, every good teacher learns from his students the same way they learn from him. And then he even says like, Max, you really awakened me. I was like, dude, this is so cringe.
I hate the whole like awakened, like
Wake me
dream,
up.
like dream, like sort of like
Rhetoric, yeah,
terminology,
yeah.
like rhetoric, exactly. Like being like, "Oh man, you awakened me. Thanks. Oh, I only saw this in a dream." Like it's they gotta find some new words. They need a bigger vocabulary. The other one that I have is I'm forgetting who this is from, but someone says Showtime. Someone says Showtime when something happens, and I immediately was like, they did not just say Showtime.
Who?
It had to have been Mr. Electric.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's all it for best quotes for me.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Me as well.
All right, let's get into some bro moments then.
Dude, my first big bro moment, and I will always think this is the biggest bro moment, is going to school. And your mom saying, I'm going to walk you to school. And right before she walks you to school, she says, yeah, me and your dad aren't just compatible anymore. Bro, finding out your parents are going to get divorced.
To just dump that on a kid before he goes to school and then be like, we got a lot to talk to you about after.
The fact that the school is right in front of them, too. She makes a big deal to be like, hey, I'm going to walk you to school. We got some important things to talk about.
Yeah.
It's literally right there. 5
Yeah.
seconds.
She was like, me and your dad, we're probably going to get divorced, but we'll talk about that later. You go to school. Like, leave that, just dump that on him and be like, all right, have a good day. Like, that's such bad parenting.
That's so bad.
That's probably why he's living in his dreams, man.
Yeah, my first bro
He's
moment
too
is
scared of reality.
my first bro moment is when Max finishes his story and immediately gets bullied.
Yeah.
Like he finishes his story, he's like, "That's what I did this summer," and everyone was all, "Ah!"
And
They
start
just
throwing
start throwing
papers.
papers at him.
Yeah.
I laughed because I was like, "Dude, he's immediately getting like trashed on."
For nothing.
Yeah, for nothing because people are like, "That didn't happen." Like, oh, okay. It's hilarious.
Yeah. One of the bro moments I had was learning that I can't even remember her name. The girl is Mr. Electricidad's daughter. Because I forgot that at the moment. And the way we get introduced to that is Mr. Electricidad tells him, hey, you're kind of a loner. You need to get new friends. You need
Yeah.
to make some friends.
Yeah.
And, the next day comes and he goes, hey, I noticed you're sneezing in the middle of August. Like, you're right under the vent. Just change seats with me. No big deal. And he calls him over and he goes, I told you to make friends, but not with my daughter.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I was like, oh, I forgot, man.
Yeah.
Dude, a funny bro moment is when they're chasing him to get his dream journal.
That's at the beginning.
At the very beginning dude, why is Linus like this commander?
Yeah.
He's
Dude,
like,
he's
do that way,
he's
do
a
that way.
he's like a kingpin.
Dude,
I love how like he has henchmen. like he
The kid with the
do my
freaking-
dirty work.
Yeah, like he just can point and they'll be like, got it. Like,
I hate
like,
the kid that I hate the most is the kid
With
with,
the sleeveless
Yes,
shirt.
the red tank top sleeve.
I hate
Dude,
whenever.
he's just like, and he just goes.
Yeah, I hate whenever they get his dream journal, and that kid in the tank top looks back at Max who's all tangled up, and he goes,
Yeah,
dude. I immediately was like, ah. why did he do that, dude? He's like such like a stereotypical like villain henchman. Like, bye, see you later.
It was so. Dude,
It is so bad, dude.
I just hate that he has henchmen.
Yeah,
I just hate it. Like, I think it's the whole classroom is against him.
yeah, seriously.
It seems like it.
He just needs to move schools, bro.
It's too far gone now.
Yeah. His dad just wanted to save some gas money, man. He didn't mean for him to get bullied. My next bro moment is that Tobor is actually terrifying. Like,
Dude,
like
he
for him
is.
to be like, oh yeah, this was my robot that I created. Why make him so scary looking? Like, especially whenever he's just floating eyes and a mouth. Like, they make him look scary.
One of the bro moments too is when the dad, or when he gets like, he almost gets like depressed, and everything that comes up, he's like, oh yeah, and the dad was like, oh, do you remember Tobor? And he was like,
He's like, you told me it wouldn't work.
and the dad was like,
He's all, I did?
I did?
Oh, I'm sorry.
he's like, I should have said that. Like, this dad's a savage.
Yeah, dude. It's so funny.
One of the next bro moments I had was when I think it's the first time they start fighting Mr. Electric, and it's after she gets snatched up. She starts going, lava, lava,
Dude,
lava,
and she
it
melts.
melts into lava, and she's just a little pool.
Yeah, and she's just got a head. I hate the shot too. Whenever it's above her and she's all, "Think of me, Max." Like, it's so bad.
I hate it, dude.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Yeah.
Loved it and hated it.
Oh my god.
Dude, another bro moment when Mr. Electric farts on the plug out and kills it.
Bro.
Oh yeah.
When he like is like he sneezes and he's all and then farts like the thing is sniffing his butt and he goes and farts on it and it kills the dog.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, why? Like
It was
they
a
obviously
useless
like
scene, too.
they obviously just want to make kids laugh and they're like, oh fart,
Yeah,
but
had
like,
to been.
dude, he killed an animal with his fart, bruh. Like if he
That's
could,
goated.
listen, if he could do that to a creature, why couldn't he do it to these kids? Like, why is he so helpless with
He
these
is.
kids? But he could kill like some of his creations on command.
Yep. I have no idea.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah. A lot of them we've already talked about for me. So you guys have any more?
Yeah, I've talked about all the other ones I had.
Yeah, we talked about it all.
All right.
All right.
When he gets his stupid powers, dude. When I just saw a picture of it, and when he's running, and he becomes freaking
He becomes the Flash.
yeah.
Yeah.
He becomes the like Omni Man, dude.
Dude.
Like, just boom. Yeah. He
No.
just do anything.
What about whenever he goes, oh, and you got a sick motorcycle, and they never use it?
Dude, it pissed me off. He's like, Lavagirl, you have a lava bike. And she's all, wow, sick.
I'm
and
so
he goes,
excited.
"Meow," and then never uses it.
Never uses
Well,
it.
they don't have a bike. They don't have gas.
Absolutely
Like-
pointless scenes.
It pissed me off. Like, why introduce something if you're not going to use it?
I don't know.
Like, usually in film, if you have something to address, like it's something that gets brought up gets addressed later in the film.
Yeah.
Not here.
No.
Like
Never.
stuff that gets brought up
Never.
is just like, all right, forget about that. Like you just like don't even think about that.
It's
Nick.
literally just so they can create toys so people will buy them.
Oh, for
It's like,
sure.
oh, in the movie there's this bike,
there was
so
the
we're gonna
lava
make the
bike.
bike. Yeah.
Yeah. It's-
Had to have been, right?
Dude, also most of this movie, Lavagirl was flirting with Max.
Yeah. But then like somehow like her and Sharkboy are in
Are
a
in a
relationship.
I don't know what they were trying to do there.
Yeah. Dude, I had noticed too, whenever she's on the lava bike, there's a point where like it's green screened like in between her hands.
Yeah.
You can see the handle like shift around.
You can.
Like it's badly like green screened, so you can see the handle like move a little bit. Like it's
It's the same thing too when they were pushing the banana boat.
yeah.
You could see like their hand is clipping inside the banana. It's like absolutely terrible job,
It's so bad.
yeah.
but funny.
Yeah. Hilarious. All right, well, if that's it for bro moments, let's get into some facts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Abe,
Dude,
you got to hit us with this
this-
budget.
This budget, so
Took his breath away.
excuse me. It took $50 million to make this movie.
Which it was probably that entire budget was honestly
Green
probably
screen.
all in the CGI alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was probably, dude, this movie's probably on like a petabyte of storage.
Yeah.
Pentabyte.
Yeah,
Dude.
just to freaking to
It's
get
wild.
this thing out.
Yeah, for sure. Opening weekend though, it made $12.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
Gross for U.S. and Canada made $39.1 million. Gross worldwide made $71.9 million. This
Insane.
movie hit.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, man. And it was in the middle of like that 3D craze.
Yeah.
Like I remember like I specifically remember Spy Kids 3D being like a whoa, like go see it in theaters.
I wonder what movies
like,
came out in 2005.
Like it was like around then there was a lot of 3D movies that were coming out, like where I mean if you watch them now, like they've obviously aged horribly.
Horribly.
But it was one of those like around that time, like, oh, we're experiencing, experimenting with 3D and all this stuff. So it was like a theater experience.
I
type
remember
thing.
people were saying that 3D is going to be the next big thing. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
even sold like TVs that could do 3D.
3D TVs and 3D Blu-ray players.
All of it just completely flopped.
Yeah, none of it works.
There's some-
Alexa has a Blu-ray player that
do
plays 3D, and we don't have a single movie.
I got you.
We don't have a single
What
movie.
movie do you
I
have?
have the Amazing Spider-Man in 3D. Because okay, tell me this. I think it was like either $2 or $3. It came with standard def, Blu-ray, and Blu-ray 3D. I said that's 3 discs for $2 or $3. I said I'm gonna never use the 3D one,
Yeah.
but I got the other. So if you want to borrow it,
We'll see if it works.
But there were some fire movies that came out in 2005.
Like what?
Like, dude, Batman Begins for you. Came out in
2005.
2005. Came out.
I just started watching that. It does not seem like a 2005 movie at all.
What? Zathura?
Zathura is
Yes.
a banger.
Zathura, man. That's
dude,
with
and-
Tim Robbins.
Yes, listen, and Zathura is heavy on CGI, and it looks so much
Way
better.
Way
It
It
better.
looks so much better than this movie.
One of my favorite movies, Four Brothers. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
No, I have not.
I like it. Super good. Racing Stripes.
Racing.
That does
Stripes,
not
dude.
sound familiar. to me.
Frankie
Chicken
Muniz.
Little.
Chicken Little. I remember liking
Wait, Chicken Little. Is the sky is falling?
Yeah.
Madagascar.
2005?
Herbie Fully Loaded.
Dude.
Lindsay
Oh
Lohan.
my gosh.
There's a lot more that
All right, so
The
there are
Dukes of
some.
Hazzard.
Okay, so there are some good ones.
This
that did
movie
come
has no
out.
excuse.
The Longest
Yeah.
Yard.
Yeah, this movie has no excuse,
No
with its
excuse.
bad CGI, man. All right, so you hit us with the budget. I'll also say this movie was shot and completed in so quickly that by the time Robert Rodriguez was ready to ship the film, ads for the movie weren't even finished. Like they didn't even have time to advertise the movie. He was already done with it and ready to like put it out. And they were like, "Dude, we don't even have ads yet. Like we got to be able to advertise it first."
It kind of
That's what's
blows
so
me away
bad.
though. I wonder how they CGI'd all that. I thought that took a lot of time to. I guess if you do it good, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
I guess if you don't do it good, you just pump it all out.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. I have a fact here about Miley Cyrus.
Mm.
She had auditioned for the film with Taylor Lautner, and said it was down to her and who actually played her as Taylor Dooley for the role, but she was forced to back out because she was in production for Hannah Montana.
Oh, dang.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
This is the wildest one. This is an award-winning film. Did you know that?
Yeah, I saw it did win one award.
It won one award for the Austin Film Awards, and it won for the worst film of the year.
It's like what was it? The Austin Film Critics Award or something?
Yeah, it is. I have it right here. Shoot.
Yeah, it won. It took home the worst film award of the year.
Wow.
Yeah, for Austin. Yeah, you're right.
So funny. My next one here. We'd already kind of talked about how the story was conceived by Robert's kid, Racer. So the next one I have here, and this goes to talk about the visual effects. There were 11 different visual effects companies that worked on this film in order to accomplish over 1,000 visual effects shots, and it still looks like it does. Like think of a movie like a Pixar movie. That's all completely CGI, like the new ones.
Mm-hmm.
That is one animation studio doing that entire thing. This movie had 11
And it looks like crap.
studios, 11 companies Come in and work on this thing, dude. It's wild to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one here I have for sort of it's in the film. I didn't notice this, so I don't want to go back and rewatch it, but I would like to, just to kind of see the product placement. But so I think we've kind of already hit on it, but Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino are real life friends. They've made movies together with one another. And Robert Rodriguez uses a fictional brand that Quentin Tarantino created in Pulp Fiction. And the brand that I'm talking about in Pulp Fiction, if you remember, is Big Kahuna Burger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in Pulp Fiction, we have this whole monologue and be like, "Oh, Big Kahuna Burger. I've never eaten there. What's their stuff taste like? We mind if I take a bite?"
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Iconic scene.
iconic, love it. So Robert Rodriguez uses Big Kahuna Burger in this film when Max is on the dock in the beginning of the film and he runs into Sharkboy. You can see a fast food bag for Big Kahuna Burgers in the shot, which
It's all linked, man.
Yeah, they're just again two
Same
cinematic
universe.
masterpieces.
Yeah, same universe, man. Imagine.
Yeah, imagine, dude, that Pulp Fiction is in the same universe as Sharkboy and
Sharkboy
Lavagirl.
There it is.
Dude.
Oh, you actually see it?
Oh, yep, there it is. Right there. Boom, there's the bag.
Right there
Big Kahuna Burger.
on the tackle box.
There's no way. That's so blurry, dude.
Dude. I can see the lettering.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. It's like big blue lettering.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
I would
Any more facts?
I just have the fact that Taylor Dooley had to dye her hair pink for the role of Lava Girl. They didn't get her a wig. The whole $50 million budget didn't
It went
get
straight to
one
dyeing
wig.
her hair,
Just
man.
Dye your hair.
Yeah.
I have two more facts. One of them, which I thought was kind of wild, is so we get told obviously that these parents are like gonna divorce. But Max is shown early on in the movie with a bunk bed, and there's an empty bunk. It is speculated that he had a sibling and it died.
They died.
And maybe this
Dude.
is what's causing the parents to divorce.
This is deep lore. This is deep. Like, you're scratching the bottom of the barrel to get this stuff, and it's kind of morbid.
Yeah, it's dark.
It's dark.
It casts a dark shadow over this children's movie,
It
man.
does.
Yeah,
Especially like we talk about divorce, just divorce in general, but in a kids movie, you're like, oh man, that's rough.
Yeah.
And then to think about like, oh man, they're fighting because their kid died. like, that's awful. Yeah. One of the last facts I have here, and this blew my mind. So Tommy Lee Jones, you know Tommy Lee Jones, Christopher Walken,
mm-hmm.
Danny Glover, Forrest Whitaker, James Gandolfini,
Forrest Whitaker.
rest in peace, James Gandolfini, Willem Dafoe, Robert De Niro, Danny DeVito, Alec Baldwin,
Dude, how many?
Patrick Stewart, and Christopher McDonald were all considered for the role of Mr. Electric before George Lopez was cast. Could you imagine any of
Diamond
them?
in the rough finding George Lopez.
Dude, yeah, seriously. Dude, they wanted some heavy hitters for
You
Mr.
think it would have been a little bit
Electric.
better if it wasn't George Lopez?
No, I couldn't imagine it without George Lopez. I mean, could you imagine
Forrest Whitaker.
friggin' Forrest Whitaker doing
Dude, there's
it?
no way.
Or Robert De Niro or Willem Dafoe or Christopher Walken spitting out some of those lines,
Dude,
being like, "Oh, you're not going to talk to my daughter, okay?" Like,
what's up?
Wow.
No. Like, it wouldn't have worked.
I would pay to watch
It
that
would-
though.
dude, I would want to watch it just to watch Christopher Walken.
I think it would make it a lot funnier.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
100%.
Just because of the delivery.
Oh, for sure. It would have been hilarious.
Yeah. But I think George Lopez was already known for, you watch the show George Lopez. Or what? It's called George Lopez,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
George Lopez. It's just, that's his name, the show.
Yeah. And you watch that and you know, they got the big heads. It's
Yeah.
very, it's just
It's
like
of
this.
the times.
Yeah.
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 The last fact that I have is actually the word dream and its diversions are spoken 188 times.
Dude, I noticed this.
Dude, it says a lot. So dreams is spoken 165, dreaming is 9, dreamt 8, dreamer 5, and dreamed 1.
Yeah, they say dream so much.
It's heavy on dreams.
They're like, do I need to dream a better dream? You can dream a better dream But
If you dream a better dream.
you need to dream a better dream, but not an unselfish dream. You need to dream like dream.
It's like
dream,
50% dream.
Like, dude, it got to the point, where you hear a word so much that you start to think it sounds weird.
Mm-hmm.
That was
You're like disassociated with reality. You're
Yeah.
like dream.
yeah. It's so strange.
Yeah.
All right, what didn't work for y'all?
Bro.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
the CGI in this is aged so poorly.
Dude, it's so bad. I don't. what if they try to do like a revisited edition?
No,
he did with We Could Be Heroes. There's a sequel to this
Tell me,
where they're adults.
Yeah, I remember that. That's what we were talking about yesterday. That I thought that was number 2. Can't be any better, right?
No, I wouldn't even give it the time of day.
No way.
I'll watch it. Is it streaming on anything? I'll watch it tonight.
I have no clue. It probably is.
Yeah,
We Can Be Heroes?
I think Netflix. Oh my gosh, it looks horrible, dude. It looks like, I think she had kids. Lavagirl is in it with having kids or something.
It has Pedro Pascal.
You're lying.
That's Joel.
You're lying.
That's just what it says.
Who does he play?
I'm looking at it right now.
He plays Sharkboy.
He plays Marcus Moreno. I don't know who that is, but
Sharkboy's dad?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Taylor Dooley is still Lavagirl.
Yeah, Taylor Dooley's still a Lavagirl. You're gonna have to do some research for us, man.
I don't know if I wanna-
Report back to us when you get
Yeah.
the chance. What else didn't work though? Pretty much.
Almost everything. Like legit.
Yeah. You want to know? I hate how this movie's intro tried to take itself so seriously.
It did.
Like, I hate how Max is like, Sharkboy was separated from his father. He, alone, in the ocean, the sharks took care of him. Like I hate. We're talking about a kid being raised by sharks. Like it is not that serious. They're
Trying to be,
making
like,
it seem
edgy a
like
little bit.
they're trying to make it seem like it's like a comic book movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like the lore.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah. I pretty much like the story itself.
Not a good story.
It's not really that compelling of a
it's not-
story.
No,
It's not very linear.
The fact that they have so many unnecessary scenes.
Yeah.
The fact that they
Yes.
bloat this movie out so much for I can think of no reason.
Yeah, it blows my mind.
It blows my mind, man. It frustrates me so bad because as a kid, I remember them being so impactful. All these scenes, they had to go through all these different trials and learn things from them.
Mm-hmm.
No, they were just used as like filler.
Yeah,
Just to get to the end, and the end wasn't even that satisfying. It was like he made up one short little dumb little monologue of them. The only thing I did like about that, it was okay. They're both on the pillars, and they're trying to build the bridge, and it's kind of like they're mending that friendship. But
Yeah.
he just says like, "Oh, if you try to build or if you try to destroy dreams, you end up destroying your own." And immediately he's like, "Oh, you're right."
yeah. He's like, oh darn.
It's
Yeah.
just mediocre in all
Yeah.
ways.
I hated the whole little monologue that Max has whenever Sharkboy tosses Lavagirl into the volcano.
Dude.
And he's all, "You're not a destroyer.
You're
Light." Oh, dude, I hated it.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, who are you talking to?
Just watch Avatar. Does it so much better.
Yeah, it's awful.
Absolutely
This
terrible.
movie is not rewatchable.
No, I think it might be rewatchable
Just to
to
laugh.
laugh, bro. Like if you could get a couple of boys together and be like, "Dude, when was the last time you watched Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl? Let's watch that again." And then
And
just be
just-
like, "Dude, just laughing." Like, so it is kind of rewatchable in that aspect.
Yeah.
I probably in like 10 years.
I don't know.
The last time I watched this movie,
Listen, I think Spider-Man 3 is one of the worst comic book movies ever made, but it is insanely rewatchable because of how bad it is.
Yeah.
Dude, and that's one of the things. Like I like maybe a year or two ago, me and my brothers put on Spider-Man 3, and we were just crying, laughing, like rolling on the floor, like stomachs hurting, like laughing at this movie.
Yeah.
And I think that this could possibly
one of
potentially
those movies?
have one of those rewatchable feelings.
all right, so like in a year or two, we'll watch this movie again, see if we can laugh again.
All right, man. I hope so.
Yeah. Another thing that didn't work for me, I don't like how much exposition there is when we get to Planet Drool. Like when we get to Planet Drool, she's like, well, first off, we got to go through this and through this and through this to get to this. But then when we get here, we got to go to this. So that way we can get all the way to the dream lair. It's
Yeah.
like,
Do you
all
really
right,
need
just
that?
give us a whole roadmap of the movie. So that way we know when stuff's going to end.
Yeah.
Like it is unnecessary. It didn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
For sure. Yeah.
I wasn't. I feel so bad dogging on this movie because I used to love it, but I just don't understand the story. Like, what
What are they
was-
trying to say?
Exactly. What are they trying to do with going to Planet Drool? Save the divorce? Like,
I thought it could have been a really cool idea of like it being really like a meta. Like this is how he's dealing with his divorce or
But they
don't
his,
say-
his parents'
say
divorce
anything
or
to
his
it.
his dead brother or
Yeah.
you know, like it could have been something more, something
Yeah, seriously.
something where he's like trying to deal with his inner turmoil. But
Yeah.
they turn it to where it's like, oh, you have a teacher who's suppressing his dreams and everything, like he's dreaming all this stuff and he's being suppressed, but then it ends up being real. And I'm like, what is it being real add to the story other than like shock factor?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
And this is the thing. At the end of the movie, like with the whole thing about being like, oh, don't let people kill your dreams. Like his dreams aren't even dreams.
They're real.
They're real. So you just eliminated the entire theme of the movie.
He-
like
okay,
it
I
doesn't
think-
make sense.
We learn at the end of this that he's some kind of deity, right?
Yeah, he's got to be some like god.
Because he dreamt
He
them.
literally like manifested them into existence. Like
Which is what I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding why they decided to do that at the end. Have it just be the tornado. Have it be like it's still very serious and very dangerous.
Yeah.
Have them get through it and then have them reconnect with the family and then be like, you know, the fact that we thought you were gonna like, you know, have them reconnect some other way.
yeah.
I hated it. I hated it. It kind of just destroys the entire thing.
Yeah. Here's another thing for me. The whole sequence whenever Max is getting chased around that playground, why does he climb the jungle gym when he could have easily just ran around and probably
ran home?
and probably outran the kids? Like ran home. Why does he climb the jungle gym? He's literally pinning himself in a corner.
Yeah.
Solely for plot.
Like
And the fact that-
it pissed me off. I was like, dude, like at least make it believable.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude, I got so angry. I was like, why are you gonna make him get pinned in a corner? Like, he's not stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
It couldn't even be the bullies like beating him up to get the journal either. He just slipped and
and fell, and it was
on
all,
his groin. Yeah, and that
And
was
then
it.
when he goes upside down, he goes, "Ah!"
And that was it, dude. I was like, they're not menacing at all. They're just
yeah.
like, I don't know why they're not
There's
doing
some,
more.
There's some Disney movie villains, like
Yes.
like old like live action Disney movies. They're for sure like the high school bully villains. Like
Yeah.
it's
there
so
there can't be any sign of violence at all.
yeah,
Yeah.
so stereotypical. It's
Which
sucks.
I hate it.
Yeah. Another thing that doesn't work, that dream song sequence and fight after is so cringe. Dude, I wrote this quote down freaking while they're in the fight, Mr. Electric says, "Watch the power lines. Very dangerous." As they're fighting the freaking plug hounds.
Yeah,
It's so bad. Such cringe.
yeah. I mean, there's not really much more I could say other than just it all kind of doesn't work.
Working.
It just
Almost-
doesn't work.
Yep.
This movie is not a good movie.
Not at all.
Yeah. Critically speaking, it is objectively a bad movie.
It is.
So
I think it's worse than bad. Because a bad movie to me is just like, you know, I didn't really connect with it.
Yeah.
I could have changed a few things. This is like everything.
yeah.
Everything just sucks.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah, but that's the thing too, is like it kind of makes it like, because it's so bad, it's
It's so bad that
it's
it's
so
kinda
bad
good.
it's kind of good. You know,
Yeah.
like there's a YouTuber you introduced me to named Chris Stuckman,
Mhm.
and he has a whole series review called Hilariosity,
Yeah.
which is kind of like a movie that it's so bad but it's good, or it's an atrocity but it's hilarious. You know, I think maybe this movie could kind of fall into that category, that like
I agree.
it's so pointless but funny,
Mhm.
and like you watch it and you're like, dude, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, did anything work for you guys?
It made me laugh.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
mean,
movie that I can laugh at.
Yeah.
I like that they attempted to have a deeper story with Sharkboy and Lavagirl. They weren't just like these very generic superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like the fact that he was struggling with trying to find his father, and struggling with not being able to be the king of the sea, and her struggling with herself,
Self-identity.
Yeah, and I think they do it in Avatar. It's powerful to be like to recognize that if you all you see of your all you can produce is destruction and chaos and pain. To be able to flip that around and to see a different perspective of it, I think it could be powerful, and I like that they at least attempted to do something more. They didn't do it effectively, I don't think, but I wanted to address that at least.
Yeah, I can get behind that. What about you?
I laughed.
Okay. Yeah, I don't got much, man. I can kind of echo you, Nick, but I didn't really write anything down.
It's hard to.
Like this, other than like nostalgia. This movie has nostalgia going for it, and that's something that works. Nostalgia is a very powerful.
It is.
Is a very powerful filter.
They call it a drug, right?
Yeah. Like nostalgia, can blind you from a lot of things that you know are bad, but because it has that nostalgia factor, you're like, oh, but I still like it because I liked it as a kid.
I smiled when I saw the Troublemaker Films, that label.
Oh, that logo.
Because of that
That's their studio.
Yeah.
That's where Spy Kids was.
That's what I'm
made
saying.
and all
Because I used to love Spy Kids, and Spy Kids 3 used to be my movie, dude.
So
I was the guy. I was the guy. I don't care about Junior Cortez. That was me.
That's funny.
I used to have the suit. There's one year where I dressed up as Halloween as the guy.
What orange
the orange suit.
That's so funny.
I gotta find the picture for you, bro. I was built different.
I would have dressed like one of those thumb guys.
The thumbs.
Yeah,
dude.
That's
so funny.
Spy Kids too.
Yeah.
But yeah, there wasn't really much.
All right. Who wins this movie?
I put George Lopez.
Yeah, I think so as well. George
Yeah.
Lopez for me.
Yeah, I'll say that as well. What are some themes for this?
Helicopter parents are bad.
Yeah.
One of them, I guess.
Yeah. I have.
Yeah.
If you're struggling with the possible divorce of your parents, just ignore it by dreaming. Just ignore.
Just one way to
stuff,
deal with depression, right?
Yeah, just stuff all of that emotion down inside and just fall asleep. And just ignore it.
Just stop being sad.
Just ignore
it's
it.
that easy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, if you're poor, just get money.
Yeah.
You get money.
Dude, if you're homeless, buy a house. Dude.
That easy.
Dude, that reminds me of a TikTok page. It's literally called Be a Man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that guy's
if you're
funny.
sad, be a man.
Dude.
Man up.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Yeah, I honestly don't know, man. Every thematic element that they build at the beginning, they just destroy at the end.
Yeah.
So there's not really much that they follow through with.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than George Lopez, I guess, kind of learning to not be a helicopter parent, right? Kind of.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I looked up. So this is just what Google says. I looked up Sharkboy and Lavagirl themes. It says, "Remember the dream."
Remember the dream.
Remember the dream? What does that even mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna be 30, remembering my dream about Sharkboy and Lavagirl, sitting in a corner and being like, she had a lava bike, so, and he had a sharkmobile, and he had
I don't get what they want us to remember.
I don't know, dude.
I guess maybe they're trying to say
If you
you
have
know,
a dream,
if like dreams that you have as a kid, like
aspirations,
turn your dreams into a reality. But the way that they do it through this film is he had a dream about superheroes and he made it come true.
Well, maybe you could be your own superhero.
Yeah,
not
I don't know.
realistic though. It's not realistic.
I mean, maybe he's in his dream, his parents were happy, and so
they were
eating
eating those cookies.
Yeah, and they're all
together. Yeah, they actually were, because you see them kind of holding hands walking away.
That reminds me, that scene whenever they're walking,
so
dude,
bad,
dude.
Dude, why are they swinging their arms so much?
They're
They're
walking
just stepping in
in
place.
Yes, dude, they're standing in place and the background's moving.
Yeah, dude, that's horrible.
I was laughing at
Dude,
that.
and then when he spits out the cookie, she goes, "Oh."
She goes,
"Oh." And then
dude.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Themes for this one is just, I couldn't find a single
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. All right, well, what are we rating this movie, man?
I'm gonna give this one a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving this a 2.
Yeah, I think we're getting 2s all around. It's I think it gets 2 points
For these 2 reasons.
strictly for like nostalgia and like that there's like somewhat of a story.
Yeah. It's not like completely off the rails. There is somewhat of a story.
Yeah.
So it gets 1 point for that. And then obviously nostalgia, so 2 points. And that's being generous, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has got to be our lowest movie ever. But I'm glad we got to laugh.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm feeling
kid.
good.
Yeah. I think it was a fun episode.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well
For sure.
needed. We're always serious and like, oh, did you see? Like, we're talking about depressed stuff, and that's like our kind of movie. You know what I mean?
Our movie taste is very like serious and very like
At least your guys' is.
hard hitting issues and like complex, you know, things that humans have to deal with and stuff. So it's nice to be able to kind of, you know, get away from that for a bit and just laugh for a moment. But yeah, all right, you guys. Well, that is the end of the episode. So if you did stick all the way to the end to the end of the episode, we really appreciate you guys. I hope that you enjoyed our little nostalgia trip, and I hope that we didn't shatter your childhood too much. But you know, it is fun to you know go back to things that we loved as kids and rewatch them, and then just realize like, yo, my parents had to watch that with me. Like I can only imagine my parents being like, dude, this is so dumb, but my kid likes it, so I gotta watch it.
Like the 5th time today. Come on.
Yeah, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, we really do enjoy that you guys continue to listen and come back and you know interact with the episodes. So again, leave us a like, comment, subscribe. I looked at our subscriber count. 52% of y'all aren't subscribed, bruh.
Come on.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, subscribe. We need it. We need you guys. So yeah, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, let you know whenever we upload our posts, yeah, interact with this stuff, man. Let us know that you're here. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. Leave us a rate and review on Apple Podcasts. It really lets us know. All that stuff lets us know what you guys are liking and what you aren't liking. And again, yeah, it really does help us know what we should do better or what we could, you know,
Work on.
Work on and all that stuff.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. And again, if you want to get in contact with us or anything like that, our methods of contact are in every episode description: Instagram, Letterboxd, YouTube channel, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But without further ado, we're going to introduce the next film that we're doing,
Yeah.
which I think is more of like
It's still lighthearted.
it's lighthearted, and I think it's funny. And I don't think you guys have watched it.
No, I actually started watching it and I stopped. So I didn't finish it all the way. I think it got maybe 20, 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to watch it though, to finish it up.
Yeah, so I'm excited to rewatch this one. It's one of my personal favorites from this director's filmography. So we're going to be doing The Life Aquatic of Steve Zissou. Came out, I forget when it came out, actually.
Yeah, I don't have it here.
Came out in maybe 2010s possibly. But it's currently streaming on Prime Video. So if you have
2004.
Prime, 2004.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Man, dude, this came out before Sharkboy and Lavagirl. Wow.
But it's very...
It's different.
Yeah, it's very different. It's very characteristics of Wes Anderson.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, so if you don't know Wes Anderson, I think you can.
We've done one of his movies. This will be our second one
Yes.
on the podcast. And I really enjoy this movie. I think it's funny. I think it has a story going for it, and I just love Bill Murray. So it'll be a lot of fun to rewatch this and see what you guys think about it all. So again, streaming on Prime Video. If you have a copy, pop it in, watch it, and tune in next week to hear what we think about The Life Aquatic of Steve Zissou. As always, this has been the Film Bros Podcast. Thank you, and good night.
Right.
Good night.